Fellow Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm here to take a closer look at the brand new map for Total War Arena, Rubicon, which was released last week with the closed beta update, which, as I'm sure you're aware by now, has brought significant updates and improvements to the game. So Rubicon, or the Rubicon River as I like to call it, was made famous of course by Julius Caesar when he crossed it in the year 49 BC with his act of aggression and declaration of war against the Roman Senate in the pursuit of dictatorship, which ultimately led to the establishment of the Roman Empire. Now Rubicon offers considerably more open terrain than any other map to date, and in some ways, like Caesar himself, it really emphasises the importance in your decision of when and where to cross, and if done right will give you a distinct advantage. But with the distance between camps being the shortest that we've had so far, means that you should be prepared for the enemy to react swiftly to your movements, and so engagements will most likely occur very early on in the game. So along the central line of the map is the river itself, and this can be crossed in most places, but be aware of the consequences where you choose to cross. The middle offers the shortest route to the enemy base, but is wide, deep and muddy, making it treacherous to ford, with the potential to be caught out in the open under enemy fire, as the river will slow your troops down considerably. One side of the map consists of farmland and provides a wealth of crops to sneak your units through and across the bridge. However, be wary of the watchtower protecting that area. You may instead find yourself on the defensive from the enemy's advance. Then on the opposite side of the map, the elevated terrain at the base of the mountains provides many obstacles and cliffs to maneuver your troops through. There are various choke points that can be used to lure the enemy into perfect ambush positions, but be careful that you yourself are not the one being drawn into a trap. So there you go, it seems to be a very interesting map with great design features, and with the bases being so close, it really does offer both teams the possibilities to rush the enemy and overwhelm them quickly in an attempt to snatch the opportunity of an early base cap. I feel as well the map stresses the importance early on of your team working in unison, because say for example 2/3 of your team defend and then the other third try to attack, more likely than not they will get slaughtered when trying to cross the river and be completely overrun. So if your team are going to attack or defend, try and work in cohesion with them, as it will increase your chances of victory considerably. And so now let's see this firsthand and jump right into the action. Here we go guys, welcome to the River Rubicon, and as you can see here I'm using my tier 3 barbarian axeman once again, as I did in my previous video. So I'm going to use Arminius as my commander on this battle. So you can see there the various locations you can cross the river at, two main central locations, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go round the left hand side, round the rear of the map, go round completely round the back of the map in effect, and then go and try and cap the base from the back and see if that can catch the enemy off guard. Hopefully it will. Let's find out. Okay, so let's select our units and we're going to go for it, and yeah, we're going to push on that left hand side and see what we can do. But it looks like by what my other teammates are doing, they are going to try and push a lot on the left hand side as well, so we're really going to go for it here. And as I said to you early on, it's all about cohesion. If you're going to attack, attack. If you're going to defend, all of you defend, because you don't want to get overwhelmed too quickly. And look at that, within 30 seconds of this battle starting, we're already spotting the enemy units. So that's how quickly engagements can start to happen on this map, a lot quicker than any other map so far on Arena. So we've got a few units sitting back to defend the base with. There seems to be that they're hiding in the grasslands there. Hopefully there's enough of them to mount a substantial defence, hopefully, else we will be in trouble. But we're going to keep pushing on. Let's be aggressive here. Try and do what we set out to do in the first place by sneaking around the back, using that left hand flank to our advantage. Use the higher ground as well. Get up onto that hill line as quickly as we can. Of course, we've initiated momentum, which is a great trait for the barbarian faction. You know, that constant, quicker movement speed you get as you take it every step further. You sort of gain momentum and speed up your units. So that's a great skill to have, as I say. So let's use that to advantage. Use the fact we've got light troops to push on as quickly as we can. So we've got some skirmishers, archers firing there. Look at that! Look at that cavalry unit there! He's gone round the back. He's gone across the river. Used the sort of river line to his advantage and gone round the back. And he's picked off those tier 3 archers wonderfully. Well played, Mangler Lord. That's a great move. Looks like they're bringing their spears back to try and intercept him. So what I'll do now is get out there. You've done a little bit of damage. You shot the enemy. Now go out. Get out of there. You don't want to be bogged down. You don't want to take too many casualties, Mangler Lord. Oh, look at this as well. Venom as well on the left-hand side has brought 2 tier 3 cavalry units across. And he's just charged right into their archers beautifully. And now these spear units are being pulled from left to right to try and defend their archers. And he can't do it. So here we go. This is now giving us the opportunity to charge him. We've frenzy charged him. We're going to initiate frenzy in a second as well, which will increase our melee attack by 72%. Massive increase. So hopefully we can get into the mix with these spear units and really break them down quite quickly now, especially with that frenzy ability being initiated. But yes, we've picked them off quite well there because they've been pulled around by the cavalry so well in the beginning. It's really helped us to be able to choose the right moment to charge them. So here we go. Let's break these down as quickly as we can. Of course, we're having supporting fire from those archers down below, so hopefully they can break them down as quickly as we are. Look at the morale. They're being flanked. They are under severe pressure now, so they shouldn't survive for too much longer. However, look at this though. A tier 2 archer unit and 2 tier 3 spears are coming across to maybe aid the routing enemy. So we need to circle them basically. Ping the location, circle the enemy, trying to get our teammates to react to them to try and pick them off before they get across the river Rubicon. Because it looks like they are going to try and make their way across to us in a second. So we need to make short work of these units now, make sure they're routed completely before we then turn our attention to those guys across the river. Looks like they're going to go down pretty quickly in a second though. They're routing, they've got no units left. Morale is dropping, that's it. Once they've completely gone, well, that's it, they've gone now, so we shall get ourselves ready here. I'm going to just pull back a little bit. Just regroup for a second and we'll get some more momentum on a charge in a second, a bit of more of a run up against them. So we're going to use our skirmishers for a second, just get a couple of volleys of javelin across at them. See if that can break them down a little bit. Okay, now we'll go for the charge. Here we go. Once again. And initiate frenzy. Let's try and make short work of these guys like we did with the previous units again. Because we need to get across that river as soon as possible. If we're going to try and get round the back of their base, we've got to go as soon as we can in a second. So we've got to make sure these guys drop pretty quickly. Mangalore's trying to get round the back of him. He's taken my... Well, I think he was going to do it anyway, but I thought I'd draw on the map just to make sure he's doing that. He has done fantastically. He's made sure that Swear 0408 cannot escape this sort of combat we've got here. Making sure the friendly fire isn't too much. We don't want to get any friendly fire. We can avoid it. Okay. So we're pushing on. Another frenzy charge. They should drop in a second. They haven't got much morale left. Oh, and look at this. The enemy are capping our base again. We haven't got much defending it, have we, chaps? We've committed a lot to this left-hand side, haven't we? This actually could cost us. Because even though, look at it, we have got more men, we've got more points, we could still lose it on the base cap. Just solely on the base cap. It doesn't matter if we've got more points, we've got more men. They could just rush in like they're doing now and have this one in the bag because we haven't got anyone defending. This is what I mean about this map. It's quickly, it can sway from one side to the other in a second, in a moment. Look at it, I'm trying to circle here. We could be losing this in 2 seconds here. Try and get to defend if you can, but I don't think we've got enough time here. We're going to lose this one. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we've lost it. We've been defeated even though we were completely dominating the match, as I say, in terms of points and enemies killed, we've lost it on the base cap, and that's because of how close the two camps are to each other. It just makes a massive difference. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it is only a quick showcase of Rubicon, but that's because of the map itself. You know, it really does have a very quick pace to it, but it's great to see the freshness and diversity in these maps, and that Arena is offering something every time, something totally different with each battleground that they implement into the game. And of course it makes the players keep on their toes as well, which is obviously always important to have. But a great setting, great history, you know, with the fact of Caesar crossing it all those many years ago. But it really does feel that there's a lot of potential for what maps will have next in Arena. So it'll be a very interesting and very exciting few months, I'm sure, as hopefully more maps are added in to the closed beta as we progress through it. And of course, check out the link in the description to sign up to the beta of Arena, of course, if you haven't done so already, so you can be enjoying maps like Rubicon right now. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do drop the video a like. But until next time, this is Warrior Spotter for now saying farewell.